All right, let's see how some of these formulas are used and how these little pieces are help us and professionals find certain measurements. So you can see at the top of the page, I've just written all the formulas. You can stop the video now and rewrite those. These are the formulas that we've learned in this level. The area of a circle. Remember, the area is all of this shaded here. The area of a sector is just a piece of that, so it'd be this piece right here. Circumference is the distance around a circle. And arc length is just a part of that circumference, or part way around that circle. So when you're looking at some of these applications, you have to think, what am I trying to find? What is the real life thing? Am I trying to find a whole circle? Am I finding just a part of a circle? Am I finding all the way around an object? Or if I'm looking at just a piece of an arc or a piece of that circumference called the arc length. Okay. It is helpful to read through the whole problem first, and then once you've done that, draw a picture with put on the information. So a circular tabletop has a radius of 2 1/4 feet. A decorative trim is placed along the outside edge of the table. How long is the trim? So one of the keys is, when you're reading through this, trim. If you don't know what that is, you can ask on any of these problems. If you're not sure what things are, please ask. And then outside edge of the table, and then how long. Okay, so how long is always going to be like a circumference problem or arc length. So if I have my circular table, a radius from the center out is 2 1/4. The decorative trim is placed on the outside edge. So here is all the way around. It's the whole table. So I know I'm going to find circumference. The only thing I need for circumference is the radius, which is what they gave me. So that's 2 1/4. Now I just have to multiply those out. So 2 times pi times 2 1/4. You can do this fraction on the calculator, or you can divide this out to get a decimal. If I was going to write this as a decimal, I would go 2 times pi times 2.25. So 2 1/4 and 2.25 are exactly the same thing. So you can use the fraction button on your calculator, or you can divide it out to get the decimal. Either way, you're going to multiply either one of those by pi and times 2. And when you do so, you get 14.1. And then since this is circumference, or circumference, I guess it is, then it's a linear. So I'm just going to use the same measurement as what they give me. Okay. This next one deals with a clock. Okay, so if you have a clock that's got up here, and then it's got what they call a pendulum. So this would be like the clock. And the pendulum is the thing that keeps going back and forth, kind of tick, 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 tick. Okay, and this pendulum is what they're talking about here. This piece swings at an angle, so it's going to come over here and go here, and that angle is 40 degrees. How far does the tip of the pendulum travel in a single swing? So the tip is like the end right here, and how far does it go from here to here? So you can see that's kind of part of a circle. That would be this arc length right here when it says how far. The length of this pendulum, which would be kind of like the radius of this circle, is 16. Okay? Again, if you're not sure of what that looks like, just ask, and we'll explain it a little bit more if you're not sure what a pendulum is on a clock. But how long is an arc length? Because I just want part of the circumference, part of this circle. Remember, arc length requires the angle and the radius. Okay, so out of the 360, the angle they told me it was going was 40 times 2 times pi times 16. Okay, so like I said, the hardest part sometimes is just on these application ones is figuring out like what are they asking me to find. Once you figure out what they want you to find, this is an easy on the calculator, plug it in problem. So I'm going to multiply that all out. I get 11.2. They were talking in inches, so this would be inch. 11.2 is how far this tip of the pendulum is traveling from here to here. So as you're working through the practice problems, if you're not, again, it's helpful to draw a picture, or if you're not sure what they're talking about, look up a picture, and then draw that picture, put the information on it, decide which of the 4 things are you going to use, and then plug it into the formula and get your answer. So if you have any questions, let me know.